Picture this. It's Sunday night. You're staring at the ceiling, and you know exactly which habit you hate. The phone before your feet hit the floor. The doom scroll when you should be working. The snack you eat standing in front of the fridge. The private tab you swore you'd never open again. The game that turns just one more round into 3 a.m. Here's the part that actually stings. It's not that you do it. It's that you keep promising yourself you'll stop. Then you watch yourself do it anyway. Sunday night, you're crystal clear. Tomorrow changes everything. Up early, gym, clean eating, no distractions, deep work. Completely different person by Tuesday. Then Monday morning shows up. By Wednesday, you're back in the loop. By Sunday, you're making the same promise again. And if you don't figure out why this keeps happening, you won't just lose another Monday. You'll spend years building the same imaginary version of yourself. So you land on the obvious explanation. I'm weak. I have no discipline. I always sabotage myself. But what if that's the wrong diagnosis? What if your problem isn't willpower? What if your problem is that your change is too big? See, your brain doesn't love your goals. Your brain loves what's familiar, even when familiar is destroying you. That's the uncomfortable truth. Your brain isn't trying to make you happy. It's trying to keep you predictable. And predictable feels safe. Today, I want to show you a different play. Not motivation, not self-loathing, not another dramatic promise. A small system approach called Kaizen, the idea that tiny improvements, repeated long enough, can outperform dramatic change. And the whole idea is stupidly simple. Make the change so small, your brain doesn't start a war. Most people think a bad habit is a decision problem. I just need to choose better. But most bad habits stop being decisions a long time ago. They're loops. Wake up, check phone. Bored, open social media. Stressed, eat. Lonely, seek distraction. Overwhelmed, procrastinate. At first, you choose the habit. Then the habit starts choosing you. Your brain loves loops because loops are cheap. The more you repeat a behavior, the less thinking it requires. It starts as a dirt path in your brain, then a road, then a highway, and eventually, you're not deciding anymore. You're just taking the on-ramp. You know the moment, that split second before the app opens, before the fridge door swings open, before you say just one more. That's not random. That's the entrance ramp. And that's exactly where the new road has to start. This is why cold turkey usually fails. You're not just stopping a behavior, you're trying to shut down a highway overnight. And your brain says, hard pass. This road is known. This road is mapped. This road is safe, even if the road leads somewhere you hate. Willpower is what you use when the system is badly designed. It's like holding a door shut while something pushes from the other side. You can do it for a while, but eventually you get tired, and the old loop walks right back in. So the goal isn't to fight the loop harder. The goal is to interrupt it earlier, smaller, quieter, at the entrance ramp, before the alarm system wakes up. Kaizen gets translated as continuous improvement, small changes done consistently over time. But for your brain, Kaizen is something else. It's a bypass, a change so tiny your nervous system doesn't flag it as a threat. A factory doesn't improve by screaming at the workers to try harder. It improves by changing the process so the mistake becomes harder to repeat. That's the key. You're the factory manager of your own behavior. Stop yelling at the worker, fix the process, because your brain panics at identity level change. I'll never scroll again. I'll never open that tab again. I'll work 3 focused hours every morning. Sounds powerful. To your brain, it sounds like danger. Too much, too fast, too different. So your system pulls you back to the familiar. Kaizen does the opposite. It doesn't kick the door in. It opens a side door. It says, don't destroy the habit today, just interrupt the automatic chain. You're not trying to become a new person in one dramatic move. You're teaching your brain a new route, one tiny repetition at a time. A big promise creates resistance. A small experiment creates evidence, and evidence changes identity better than speeches ever will. Pick one habit, not 5, one. The habit that, if it changed, would shift your life the most. But don't name it vaguely. Not, I waste time. Write, I scroll for 2 hours after 9 p.m. Not, I procrastinate. Write, I open YouTube when I should start my project. Not, I eat badly. Write, I eat snacks at night when I'm tired or stressed. Specificity reveals the loop. Once you see the loop, you stop treating yourself like a mystery. You see the pattern: trigger, behavior, reward. Stress, food, relief. Boredom, phone, stimulation. Work pressure, procrastination, temporary freedom. The habit isn't random. It's trying to solve a problem, usually badly, but still, it's trying to help. That matters, because if you only hate the habit, you miss the need underneath it. A craving isn't a command, it's a signal. And if you don't understand the signal, you keep fighting the symptom. Here's the Kaizen move. Don't try to delete the habit immediately. Insert a speed bump. Something so small, your brain can't argue with it. Reach for your phone first thing. Rule: before touching it, take 3 breaths. That's it. Not an hour of meditation. 3 breaths. Scroll during work, move the app off your home screen. 1 extra folder, 1 extra second. A tiny bit of friction. Open private tabs when stressed. Rule: before you do, stand up and leave the room for 30 seconds. You're not saying never again. You're saying first this. Eat at night. Rule: before food, drink 1 glass of water and wait 5 minutes. Set a timer. You can still eat after, but now the loop has been interrupted, and that interruption matters because automatic behavior hates conscious attention. The goal isn't to kill the urge. The goal is to delay the autopilot. The moment you insert a pause, the old program stops running perfectly. You've created space, and space is where choice comes back. A new habit floating in space will vanish, so attach it to something that already happens. The formula: after I do this, I do that. After I pour coffee, I take 3 breaths before checking my phone. After I close my laptop, I plug my phone in outside the bedroom. After I finish dinner, I put a glass of water on the table. After I sit at my desk, I open the document for 30 seconds. Not write the whole chapter, not solve the whole project, just open the document. Because starting is usually the monster. Once the file is open, the monster shrinks. Your brain already has routines: morning, coffee, bathroom, work, dinner, bed. Use those routines like hooks. Hang the new behavior on something old. That way, you don't need to remember a new life. You just add 1 tiny link to a chain that already exists. If the old habit is automatic, the new habit has to be obvious. That's design, not discipline. Listen carefully. You will break the streak. That's not pessimism. That's reality. You'll get tired. You'll travel. You'll be stressed. You'll forget. You'll have a bad day. The old you would turn that into a trial. I failed. I'm weak. See, I never change. But we're not in a courtroom anymore. We're in a lab. So when the experiment breaks, you ask, what happened? Was the trigger stronger than usual? Was the speed bump too big? Was the environment badly designed? Was I tired, lonely, overwhelmed? One bad day isn't proof that you failed. It's data, and data is useful. Shame ends the experiment. Curiosity improves it. That's the difference between self-attack and self-change. Here's what happens if you do this for 90 days. At first, it feels almost stupid. 3 breaths, 1 folder, 1 glass of water, 30 seconds with a document open. Nothing impressive. Good. Impressive is usually too expensive to repeat. But after 2 weeks, the new interruption feels normal. After 1 month, the urge has less power. After 2 months, the old loop has gaps in it. After 90 days, something strange happens. You realize you didn't defeat the habit in one heroic battle. You outgrew it through tiny repetitions. That's how your brain changes, not through drama, through evidence. Every tiny action tells your brain, we do things differently now. And eventually, your brain believes you. You don't rise to your intentions, you fall to your defaults. So stop making bigger promises. Build better defaults. And this is the part most people miss. You don't need to destroy the habit. You need to catch the entrance ramp. That 1 second before the app opens, before the fridge door opens, before one more round becomes 3 a.m. That is where the new life starts. Not with a dramatic promise, with one tiny interruption. So pick your moment. Add one speed bump. 3 breaths, 1 glass of water, 30 seconds outside the room, 1 document opened. Run it for 90 days. And when you miss a day, don't make it a personality test. Make it data. Drop a comment. What is your entrance ramp? Because once you can name the moment, you can interrupt it. And once you can interrupt it, you're not trapped anymore. Start there.